to win as well. Like, come on, man, I'm not crazy. I do like that. Yeah, it's not quite my favorite ever Navi this game.
Dream has been playing with this team for a bit though, even though he is, quote unquote Stan, right? Like the last games, he's been playing with them, so it's not like they already knew that he was not part of this team. Maybe he is the new carry player of this team, so that could just be it. Because if ILTW left the team, like there's no way he's leaving the team if he's still playing. You know what I mean? Like he's not gonna stand in for another team while his team is playing in the tournament. So I do assume that
feel a little bit weird.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it was probably mutual and they just moved on, and I'm pretty sure Dream is just gonna be the carry for this team. So you guys don't need to think like, oh, they have a stand or whatever. Like Dream is the one they were playing with. So yeah, we're gonna see some cool Naga gameplay. That being said, like I really think this is a poor man's Phantom Lancer. Not the biggest fan of it. I think this Dusa is gonna just out carry this game at some point.
Begins.
Well, we'll see how the cookie crumbles. Afterlife is going to be able to take the bounce rune down here. Meanwhile, on top, a bit of trading going on between Dream and General as well. Dream actually taking a decent amount of damage here. Thankfully, has that high armor, so the God's Rebuke doesn't do a ridiculous amount, but still, it hurts quite a lot.
Indeed. Just got poked out. She has pretty decent regen too, so not gonna be
this was a brace of Mars. This is a Mars with Shed Tango, brace of Fairy Fire.
And Nio.
Yeah.
So the Io's gonna give him a little bit of extra health regen, so this build makes a lot of sense. As soon as he gets that second bracer, he's a beast, man. That's 16 damage in the 2 items.
Yeah, Dream already having a miserable time up in this top lane as the harassment is just very, very severe from General and Rodjer. Snakeo's trying to just come in with his chilling touches and like, I was actually to try and get last hit, didn't work. Oh dear. Well, hopefully things will start to improve up here in the top lane as Dream takes a little bit more harassment. Nothing more than that from General and Rodjer. They can't really secure kills here unless they get a really good spear, but they're going to be happy just to try and dominate this lane, and we'll see how this Naga does, and hopefully she gets herself more than a singular pass hit in this lane as the case is so far.
Yeah,
well done. We've got V-Tune on the Medusa, and we've got Vengeful being played by Always Wanna Fly versus Afterlife on the Slada, and Immersion on the Phoenix.
Yeah, this bottom lane should be pretty easy actually for the Dusa Venge. Normally Dusa Venge doesn't have the easiest time in the laning stage, but Slaughter Phoenix, not the best combination of offlaners. They will have a little bit more impact in the mid game, but in this laning stage, you're not going to be pressuring the Dusa whatsoever. So they really get away with that on the side of Navi here.
Yeah, she can chill a bit, pop the snake for these creeps. Oh, lovely. Look at that mana coming back as well. Vichin is very happy. Meanwhile, up towards mid, we've got Iceberg and FN, the 2 Spirit Brothers, just going to battle it out with one another. These guys, they kind of just nullify each other, really. Sometimes we see somebody pull ahead real hard if someone gets like a good rune or something, but generally, these lanes do tend to be quite even.
Indeed, it was just the runes, the 4-minute runes that we're looking out for. Looking back, I feel like I would have had more faith in Live to Win's draft had they banned out the Ember instead of the Puck, because then they could have taken away this Ember Spear hero who the Io can also play with in the mid game. So the Io would have only had the option to play with the Mars had the Ember been taken away. But right now, we're going to see some pair up with the Io Ember, and I think that's where the Void Spirit is going to have a lot of pressure being put on him.
Yeah, I mean, can Void Spirit jungle, or do you really want to see him rotating when he hits like the level 6s?
Oh, he cannot afford to jungle this game. If you see this Void Spirit actually jungling in this game, Live to Win are in a lot of trouble. Like, this Naga needs so much space that you need to constantly be playing with your teammates and trying to apply pressure to your opponent. You don't have any time to go into the woods yourself on Void.
Yeah. Really, it's going to be a battle of space here between the Naga and the Medusa. I think this game could feel very convincing if it ends up being one team can control the other's triangle or jungle area, so keep an eye out for that.
So far, bottom lane looking super good for the Medusa. She's going to have a good start. She's going to get her items, go into the jungle, going to be farming really quickly. Her counterpart, Naga Siren, very much struggling. Mars is just like absolutely beasting on this lane with that HP region from the Io. Like, this headdress is doing so much, right? This Mars has 11.5 health region while that overcharges on him.
Yeah, I imagine Dream's probably going to be picking up this second Wraith Band and just kind of heading to the jungle and maybe sending some creeps to lane to see if she can scavenge some last hits. But I'm reckoning it's going to be pretty much jungle time from here on out for the Naga Siren.
Power rune time. It looks like Iceberg is not going to be able to refill his bottle, so is FN because Soneko is just. Oh, he got it!
Soneko wasn't ready for it. Picks it up inside of the sleight of fist. Yes, you can do that.
Yeah, that was very greedy from Soneko. He wanted to like pick it up after Ember wastes some time coming to the rune, and he just gave Ember the chance to just slide and take it. That was max slide, right? Level 3.
Yeah.
Really didn't expect that in the end. Oh, that is so bad for FN now. He's gonna be pretty mad.
Yeah, he's not gonna be too happy about that one. But you know, one thing to be said about. Okay, Soneko in some trouble now. Oh no, one mistake after the other. Pops a fairy fire. General still chasing. Won't finish the job though. Soneko will survive, and still no first blood in this game. 5 minutes in.
5 minutes in. Not bad. We're gonna have some fights over the barriers too right now. Bottom side.
Immersion trying to go forward. This is looking pretty greedy. Vichu, does he have some damage? I think he very well might, although turning it around as Afterlife comes in, always want to fly. He's got a Delivering Crush available. They're going to be able to take him down. Immersion even swooping in for the kill. Bit greedy, but totally worth it as they bring down always want to fly. And actually, Vichu could be in some trouble here as well. Not a bash available right now, but Vichu is tanky enough to be able to survive through. It has a mana shield also available, so Afterlife won't be getting this kill, but still very nice for them to get this kill down at bottom, and very much needed for the side of them to win.
Definitely. They need these 4 heroes to be very farmed, apart from the Naga, like in the early games, so they can keep applying pressure, and getting that first blood for themselves is good. They got kind of baited, right, on Always Want to Fly. The Phoenix did have the Icarus dive available, V2 already used the Snake, so the damage output really wasn't there, but they still try to take that fight to live to win, and just giving away a first blood. A little bit of a mistake, I would say.
Yep, slight misstep, punished accordingly. Don't want to be giving stuff like that away. Emo Dream does still seem to be hanging around this top lane, which I don't know. She seems to be starting to get a couple more CS off this Mars. General's still scary, but without the IO, General can be beaten down pretty heavily by these illusions. You can't take them out with the God's Rebuke. Naga's just got too much armor for that to happen.
Exactly, and the Riptide also removing Mars's armor. He will take a lot of damage for sure from this, but IO will be able to come back top here and heal him up. The big thing that just happened in the last 10 seconds, Nomad, is Iceberg picked up another rune, and this one is really strong with the skill build that he has.
Oh god. Double damage with 3 points in Sleight of Fist. Yeah, this is big amounts of smacks coming out from Iceberg if he wants to TP to a lane, or just kind of dominate in mid. Whatever he decides to do, he is going to be able to do it.
Yeah, so what this means is if Live to Win try to make an aggressive play, the Ember can TP in.
Up top, in comes FN, double jump forward, straight onto General, trying to bring him down, and they will have the damage, or will they? As the heals come through, is it enough? It is not. They get the kill, now they need to get themselves away. Iceberg with the double damage coming through, looking for Soneko, he's got a little slight of mist, and it's, oh my god, he takes him down, he absolutely destroys him. Rodjer coming through as well, helping out Iceberg to keep on going here. FN trying to jump to the side, but Iceberg just spamming out these slides. It's now out of mana, so might not be able to get off anymore. He's got the stick, he can throw down one more, does have the DD, FN walks into it, just gets absolutely melted by the side of Na'Vi. They get 2 big return kills for Iceberg.
And that's it, he had the rune. I was saying, if Live to Win make an aggressive play, Iceberg is gonna counter that fight instantly. He TPs right away with that DD, chase them down. It's not done yet, by the way. Dream is still in a lot of trouble here. He's just gonna have to get out. Alright, the DD is out and he's out of mana. Yeah, that's it. So they got 2 kills for Mars, completely worth it for the side of Na'Vi, and the Naga also got kicked out of the lane.
Never refuse gold given.
Pretty big plays from the side of Na'Vi, really starting to assert their dominance on this map. When are we going to see this Slardar making some plays on this, along with the Void Spirit?
Yeah, the problem is the Slardar is also very far behind. He really lost his lane bottom badly. He's against 2 range heroes. The Phoenix can't really help him win the lane either, and he's not yet level 6. He's only level 5.5 at the moment. We'll get a few more XP here, but maybe if the Void wants to get a play with the Slardar, he's gonna have to use a smoke. Immersion steals the haste, big plays, big plays. Like at this stage in the game, these runes are worth dying for even. Not good.
And I'm
yeah, mid.
fairly sure if he didn't get the haste rune, then it would have gone to Iceberg, and he would have certainly died on immersion. So, his own life at stake there as he goes into that one.
Not only that, there might have been even pressure on the other lanes. Like if he didn't kill immersion after he took the haste rune, like he would hold on to that, and if Live to Win try to make an aggressive play, again he will try to punish it with that haste rune, and that's even scarier than immersion dying.
It looks like Mars was trying to make something happen top with his arena. You know, he's hit that level 6, does want to make something happen, but, you know, Live to Win, they're very aware of this. They don't want to give him the free opportunity to get himself a kill with that arena, so they're just keeping their distance. This will mean a lot of pressure coming onto the tier 1 tower, and meanwhile the same is not being replicated at the bottom at all. This Medusa is just holding her ground, farming right under the enemy tower, and there's no pressure coming out onto the Radiant tier 1 in the safe lane.
Yeah, the Slaughter is just taking so much damage from these snakes, and FN is trying to do some damage middle, but the top tower is already dead. They're just going to be able to death this mid right after that. I think Mars might be the hero who just wants to TP in first.
Yeah, get that big tactical in the front line, and scare them off. Looks like it's going to be Ember coming back into lane. Thankfully, the taunt will miss, but they're really not committing to this, actually. Live to Win, they're really not committing to this.
No, they're not. And this is the problem with the Naga Siren, right? The Naga can't really help you take objectives at the moment. She didn't have the best lane for herself, and she doesn't provide anything, right, in the early fights. She needs items. She needs space created by her team. And Live to Win are really struggling right now because mid and bottom also didn't go so well for them.
Certainly didn't. There's very few heroes to make plays with an Archie coming up into his high ground, looking for an aggressive Loom, and bring down Snako. Might be able to do so. One more click will do the job. Meanwhile, General Arena takes a lot of damage. Beachu's got to defend him. With the Stone Gaze and chains it back, and meanwhile, the Phoenix gets speared down and killed off by Iceberg. There's going to be a good couple of kills, and now they take control of the enemy triangle. This is exactly what we said we didn't want to see happening here, but well, it's happening.
Yeah, that was really nice for them to just go for the bounty. General instantly pops the arena just so he can secure the bounty run. And this also leaves 2 bounties on the top side for Navi to take as well.
Always want to fly, jumping on in here. Dream, he's going to have to level the ultimate, pop the ultimate. He's actually trying to set up for something, but they don't have the supernova, they don't have the ice blast. The ultimates are not available to combo up here. Always want to fly. Is actually even going to be able to survive this one, perhaps. Does get frozen solid. Dream's going to come in and just get the keepy kill. Okay, fair enough. And going towards General as well. Now, General's going to be careful because there's a lot of anti-armor. The A block will be leveled up, but unfortunately doesn't quite clip him, so they're going to have to do it without it. But they might be able to do so anyway. They've got so much anti-armor that the Mars is going to melt. They get themselves Avenge and the Mars. This could be a win for Live to Win, but Iceberg trying to make that not the case. He jumps in onto the Slaughter. Slaughter needs to get himself away. Guardian sprint needs to be a lot quicker than this, and Iceberg's on him like a flash, brings him down, gets himself another kill. Won't be able to get FN here, but all the same, a nice little retribution for Na'Vi, and kind of settling the score, making things even down here in this bottom engagement.
Live to Win, they tried something. They at least managed to get the Mars and the Venge, but again, these plays are not leading into any objectives. So they're not going to be able to get back this gold lead that Na'Vi has at the moment.
They certainly are not. General, looking for Naga here. Might be able to find it. There's a reload coming in as well. They're going to bring in the Medusa. There's too much damage for Dream to deal with. This Naga Siren, she's going to get run down. Oh no, huge kill. General sets up with the arena. Rodjer comes in with the reload, brings in the big gun, and down goes the Naga Siren. That is absolutely atrocious. And meanwhile, Rodjer is going to get killed on the rebound, but very slight consolation prize. Oh, yeah, and it flies here as well.
And the Medusa gets dropped off at the top lane too, exactly where she wants to be and where she can farm very quickly. Already at the Yasha, 6,000 net worth on the Medusa. Gonna be having Manta very quickly in this game, maybe by 14 minutes even. That's a very fast Manta, Nomad.
Yeah.
It's a scary Medusa already. And they got three cores leading the network charts right now on Navi's side. So you can see how well this early game has been for Navi. And they're not going to stop here.
No, they most certainly are not.
Bottom tower has fallen.
They do finally get that bottom tier 1 tower for the side of Live to Win, but you know, very minor tower at this point. The Medusa does not want to be farming in her own jungle, so it doesn't make much of a difference. A Blast is going to clip onto Rodjer and Iceberg.
They don't care.
Yeah.
It did almost nothing, and there's no heroes here to defend this. They got the mid tower now. Live to Win, they get bottom. Sure, it's good, but mid tower is so much more important, and now Dream is just getting completely kicked out of his triangle. This feels so bad if you're the Naga.
They even take her creeps as well. She always had that big one, then they come with a sleight of fist, take the big creep, and leave it with nothing.
And check out B-Tune here too. Like he's also going with his team here to invade this jungle. He wants to take those creeps. They don't only want to take over the area. They also want to take away the farm from Live to Win by eating it up themselves. And B-Tune he's feeling really good with himself right now with the IO protecting him. The bench can also swap him out if they're in danger. At this rate, this Dusa is going to end this game without any deaths.
Does seem that way though. They found Afterlife in the trees here. He tries to make his way through. Nice little quell, but unfortunately it's not going to make much of a difference. They have found the Slardar. He's going to go down. Sets him back even further from that Blink Dagger. And this is a big problem, you know. Slardar's so underfarmed. FN's doing okay, but still doesn't quite have enough. He's going to have to use up Iceberg to try and get himself away. Iceberg won't connect with those chains. Doesn't even try it. Just lets FN escape. Hey guys, how's it going? Unfortunately, this might be a little bit more damage than he's prepared for. He's being controlled up pretty well. Oh, away he comes. Rodjer doesn't make a difference. It still does the Ice Blast in the fountain, and now Rodjer is going to be coming back to a very swift demise, I would imagine.
Yeah, I really didn't like that play from General. Like, yeah, Iceberg must have told him that there was a arcane rune on the Void Spear. That is the one thing you don't want to. Oh no, always want to fly.
Oh no, V, come on, save your buddy Syndrome. We've all been there. But this is a little bit sloppy, friends.
Yeah, I think as soon as Iceberg makes a call that hey, if FN took the arcane rune, like General should have not even tried to walk up that hill. That rune is so big for a Void Spear. He can pretty much take on your whole team, do an insane amount of damage, and that's exactly what we saw. Like Mars just popped in front of that apparition and the Void Spirit, and then this IO and bench just trying to save him, also feeding away 2 more kills. In general though, he does find the Naga. There's no relocate here, so it's just a little bit of harassment.
Yeah, she's cool with it. She's cool. But yeah, Vichin having finished up that Manta and 1,000 gold already into that Skadi. Meanwhile, the poor old Naga Siren nowhere near the Manta just yet. Still over 1,000 gold away from it. Not where she wants to be. That said, Slardar does finally finish up his Blink Dagger. Maybe we'll see a bit more impact now from Afterlife.
She's like 1,300 away. She's got that Manta style recipe first. I think she bought it thinking she might die somewhere.
Dire's middle tower.
But yeah, like you said,
near was a little harsh, but
yeah, that was a bit harsh. That's what I wanted to say because she's almost got it. She's almost got it. But the problem still, the Dusa is just ahead above this Naga at the moment. And if you want to be beating Dusa, you're gonna need to be ahead above Dusa actually as a Naga Siren.
I believe so as well. I mean, am I crazy in thinking I wanted to see Live to Win make some fights happen, utilizing the Song of the Siren into the Supernova, into the AA Blast? Like, I can see some really nice combos here from the side of Live to Win, and we just haven't seen that.
The problem with the combos is they need to be used when Navi are making a mistake and grouping up like heavily, right? But you can't be the one actively looking for that because you're just gonna be using like time like looking for the fight. You should be using it farming at this stage in the game. Right? Okay. So if Navi ever give that opportunity to make those plays, then Live to Win will take it. They can't force it.
When they go, utilizing the Blink Dagger, they're trying to blow up Iceberg as quickly as possible. Iceberg, he has got a remnant. It's not going to be enough to keep him alive, though. I don't think he's got that frostbite on top of him. Let's see. Take it away. Oh, emotion! He just swoops in, drive-by, bang, bang, Iceberg, he's dead. Oh my goodness, what a play. Utilizing the vision of Corrosive Haze, that was so sick.
Yeah, and he got so much XP and gold from that too. He is so happy at the moment. Level 2 egg is now up.
Oh, FN just Astral steps into a spear. General's like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Damn, Live to Win. They really doing something with that misplay from Navi a little bit earlier with those 3 deaths. They brought the Goldie back up to like 1k. Yeah, they're getting a lot of farm right now. Like this Naga is starting to shine a bit more. She's got some good stats for her illusions to farm on the map, and I do think B-Tune is spending a lot of time like playing with the team instead of just maximizing his farm.
General's such a lunatic. Get his team a kill. Snakeo's team comes in behind it, but no, he just rocks up into their faces, and because he's been doing this all game, like, they make these slight, they don't expect him to have a team with him this time. They try and turn him around, blow him up, and it turns out he's got team. Luckily, he's the only one to fall from that, but
yeah.
Hello,
He's not done yet, though. Yeah, and they have a relocate. They want to kill the Naga.
They realize this. Last guy's going to jump in onto General, drops down the corrosive haze, swap out from Moist on the fly. That's going to General in a lot of trouble. Packy's going to lose his life. Naga, going to pop the song. No, thinking about it. She's pumping it. And she's not going to use it all. She's actually going to try and kill off the Venge. Now we're going to see some singing? No, because V-Tune's going to sing her song instead. Medusa going to drop the Stone Gaze. Ultimate drop though from the Phoenix. The song at the same time. There comes the Supernova crashing on down onto the Medusa. AMR's going to come through as well. Everything thrown onto V-Tune. The snake will fall. And the Naga is queen as they move across the Ember Spirit. Net's going to come through as well. They're slowed down, but they will be able to chop through another hero. 4 kills from the side of Live to Win. Beautiful team fighting from this team. That's what we like to see.
That was so good. That's exactly what you're talking about, right? The team fight with the sleep, the egg combo, and Navi gave it to them. Like, they did not force that team fight. They let Navi come into them. Mars, he went past his vision. He really wanted to find his Naga, get that relocate in, and the IO had to make a really tough decision. Am I going to leave the Medusa here, or am I going to take her back? He saw that Ember was there. It looked like it was a winning fight, so the IO decided to leave the Medusa there. Then the sleep came out, and it just completely destroyed.
Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's what we're waiting for. The song with the Supernova, with the A Blast. Like, that is exactly what you want to see from these team fights. Now, the net worth advantage is no longer for Na'Vi. These teams are equal. Naga is catching up with that Medusa. Still has a way to go, but she's got her Manta now. That's going to increase her farming speed a hell of a lot. Allow Dream to really start to take over these lanes.
Yeah, and they're just going to go straight into their work campaign right now on Na'Vi. There's no egg up. They feel like this is a good chance. No egg, no sleep especially. Sleep is like... Song of the Siren is the Roche killer, right? Everybody just puts to sleep and just go in, the Aegis. So they're going to take this chance to get it back. I was so surprised that
Roshan, if he gets caught in this ice spot, luckily he's just outside of the range, and it won't clip onto him. And Roshan, looking like the ice blast is doing nothing but help out with the Roshan attempt, to be honest. Down it shall go. V-Tune grabs an Aegis, and now Medusa is going to be a whole lot scarier.
And they trade the bottom tower for this Roche. They understood on Live to Win, they just can't take this fight without the egg or the sleep, so... Just get what you can off the map. It is only the first Aegis. This is not going to have like some kind of a rapier on it or anything for the Dusa. But I do feel like at some point they are going to need a rapier on this Dusa.
I hope so.
I hope so too. It's always fun.
It is. We've had some crazy rapier games in the last tournament. I feel like rapiers become more common as patches grow older.
Definitely.
Huge amount. Why is that?
I think it's just the effect of rapier. Like, this rapier has been the best it's ever been.
Swap is enough to save him. No, it is not, because FN's got this fancy little Aghanim Scepter, and that's going to grab him a clean couple of kills in the middle lane and finally open up for this little Tier 1 tower. They're saying that they could actually choose to defend this one with V-Tune's Aegis here. They might do exactly that.
FN has been so good these past couple of weeks. He had like a really hard game, but he's kept his composure, and look at that, they're going to go back in.
Medusa, there's the first life gone. Lucky they don't have an AA blast because they don't really have the mana on Taneko. Rena's going to come down, but he's going to get his life with this one. V-Tune just going to drop the Stone Gaze and try and make this fight actually happen. Naga, she's just patiently waiting on the side. So going to stop the song actually and just stop Na'Vi chasing for anything more here. So kind of just countering each other's ultimates here. It's going to feel pretty bad for the side of Na'Vi losing that Aegis for nothing. Live to Win is just fighting so well.
Not only the Aegis, they lost the IO and the Venge buybacks too. So those two, yeah, if they die, they're gone for a very long time. Like, the Dusa, the reason why she died so quickly there is because she didn't have mana shield on. She got hit with the taunt, and then she just died instantly without mana shield on. So that was very surprising for Na'Vi. Like, she got caught out like that.
Yeah, that shouldn't really be happening. I think that's fair to say. Is there any reason to turn your mana shield off past, like, Manta timing?
No, not really. So Live to Win is such a big comeback in this game, honestly. Like, they just punished Na'Vi for their over-aggression in this game. And all of a sudden, Naga and Void Spirit are looking insanely farmed. FN has a Boots of Travels now. He's going to have such good presence in this game, and they're already having a really hard time in killing him.
So all in all, the game is looking pretty good now for Live to Win as they've managed to close that gap down on the juicer, and you know the difference isn't really in the Naga. This is what we expect from the Naga to do, but FN is just having an absolutely standout performance in this game. He's finding loads of farm, he's making huge impact on his team fights, he's setting up the kills, and he's really showing off on this Void Spirit and bringing his team back into this game.
Dire are scanning.
So what are the biggest mistakes Na'Vi can make right now to overstep? You know, yeah. What have they been doing, and what do you want them to kind of tighten up on to bring them into a more controlled position in this game?
They just gotta play behind the Dusa, right? And if the Mars really wants to catch people, I understand you have an IO relocate, you can kill people with just the Mars arena, but Ember needs to be there. And another thing is Ember went for a Desolator build. I really dislike Embers who buy Desolators. I feel like it's always so all in. Like people who buy Deso and Ember, it's like they don't have enough damage in their lineup, or it's just so awkward. I would have rather seen him go like this Maelstrom route, like items that can help even kill the Naga illusions. That's one thing. Yule's control against the Slaughter would also be really nice, or the Void Spirit even. Just the Desert just doesn't make sense. Like other than amplifying your Deuce's damage a little bit with your Sleight of Face, applying Deso debuff to all the heroes that you hit, like what's the point? So this is very awkward for me, I think, and Iceberg, he realized that himself. He's going for a straight BKB now to try and stay alive in the fights. He has not been having a lot of impact in this mid game.
I want to actually disagree. I kind of like the Desolator. I think with the AoE physical damage you've got on both the Mars and Medusa, it does have its value this game. Would I like to see Maelstrom instead? Yeah, with the way it's going, yeah, I would. But I think with the pace they're playing it before, when they're pretty far ahead, like I kind of feel like this greedy icing was okay for Iceberg to go through. Unfortunately, a couple of team players didn't quite go their way. Maybe partly because of the Desolator pickup, but I think this item does pay big dividends in this game, especially if you combo it up with the Wave of Terror. It just kind of amplifies the Medusa and the Mars's output a little bit this game.
Well, you gotta play in a way that your item works, right? The way that they're playing the map out and how they want to fight, it doesn't seem like this was the best choice. Right? Yeah. If you're trying to catch people, then Deso doesn't seem like it's the best choice. Like if you want to buy a Deso, then you should be going to enemy objectives. You should be making them come to you and fight you instead of you running into them and trying to catch your opponents.
Okay.
That's why I'm really like shook about this. When I saw him queue it up, I was like, oh no, not one of these games. You know, it's always kind of disastrous in my opinion. Like it just doesn't help you live either, right? And you're playing against Void Spirit, you're playing against Sodar minus armor. Like you need ways to deal with these two heroes like going on you.
You certainly do. You most certainly do. Well, it is I mean, this scoreline is one of the most interesting things. 8-17 really does kind of highlight the difference between FN and Iceberg and the way they play these games respectively. We'll see if Iceberg's build does start to pay off in the future. It is very greedy. Definitely feeling like he's probably regretting things right now. Naga, she's basically got the Eye of Skadi and then going straight in for that butterfly. That's going to force Medusa's hand and probably cause her to want to build that rapier when she sees that. But that's a long time in the future. Yeah, we've got a lot of Dota to be played before that point. Meanwhile, Faneco's just gone. He's going to get his chips salted by Iceberg. Easily taken down. He's looking for the next one as well. I don't think they're going to find anybody up here though.
Haste Rune, Ember, finding Apparition. Surprise. It's always so bad, unfortunately. Yep.
It does. Ooh, I like immersion. He's going for a Heaven's Halberd as the next item. Absolutely love this. Are they going for multiple Heaven's Halberds or just the one so far? It's just the one so far. Maybe like Slardar pick one up after his BKB.
Yeah, it's really good on Phoenix.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's just really nice to drop it on the Dusa when you're diving in and then you pop the Nova and they're just not going to be able to kill your egg anymore. So very smart item decision here. Makes it quite tanky too.
Yeah, I guess that's another thing you could have said about the Maelstrom Iceberg as well, is that you could turn it into a Mjolnir later on and have another egg killer on your team, which feels like it's definitely needed this game.
Well, it's just so good against Naga, Mjolnir, right?
Yeah.
I just don't, again, this Desolator doesn't also help you push out lanes as fast as like a Maelstrom would. Oh, we'll see what happens.
They're jumping in here. Someone's going to miss. So Vichun's going to have time to get off the snow gaze. So they're just going to back themselves away, Dream, though. Thinking they're popping that song and holding them back. But no, not going to do so. Just going to play it out patiently here. Solution's doing a decent amount, but Afterlife Immersion going for the wraparound here. They're looking for a big target. They're going to jump straight onto General as they pull the Supernova down right in their face. The swap comes out from always want to fly. FN still chasing General. He's going to try and save him with Rodjer. Rodjer is going to be able to do that. The Supernova's going to get dropped for always want to fly. I mean, it's a kill. They don't have buyback. The songs come out. They found the Ember. He doesn't have a remnant up. He's in some real trouble as they're going to drop down the Taunt. He's got the BKB. Try and get himself away. Stun comes in from Slardar, but Medusa comes in from behind. They're looking to take this fight. They might just do so. Slardar's going to get dropped. The Naga's in some trouble. He doesn't have a stun. He doesn't have anything. Heaven's going to jump in, try and get the lance off. They got too much damage. They bring down the Naga Siren inside the arena. And Na'Vi take a fight back, and now they're looking across to FN as well. General, he's got a spear available in 4 seconds. I'm not sure it's going to be enough, as General does have a bunch of spells to get himself away, so it will just be the 2 kills, but some very, very big kills for the side of Na'Vi.
Absolutely huge kills. That was a really nice swap from always want to fly first, like getting General out of there, keeping him alive. IO healed him up, and then that Ember with the BKB. I'm not sure if Live to Win saw that he had a BKB there, because if they did, after they popped asleep, I think they should have just backed off. Right, you don't have enough time to burst that Ember right away with that BKB up, and they just still stuck around, gave enough time for that second searing chains to come out, and it was just very simple for Na'Vi to just join up into the fight and kill them.
The Spirit Brothers are having a bit of sibling rivalry down here in the bottom lane, it seems.
I suppose that's no mana.
Setting up here, they're going for this. iPlus coming through. Uh-oh, he's got the BKB. That's not going to save him, though, I don't think. They've still got the Frostbite on top of him, and he will pop to Seneko. What an absolute play from Live to Win.
Iceberg, way too cocky right there. He had almost 0 mana, but he still stuck around to try and kill that creeper. He could have just used one slight walk away, come back, push the lane out, but probably forgot that there's an apparition in the game.
My 4K brain, you know, I'm seeing that guy farming under his tier 3. I'm like, he's good. Nothing bad can happen. Tier 3 equals safety to us simpletons, but an Iceberg certainly not a simpleton. Just getting over cocky there. Meanwhile, Afterlife looking for the IO, and he finds him, grappling him. The swap comes out, always want to fly, always there to save Toby. However, he's going to get run down. Meanwhile, FN, he's looking to finish on the IO, will do exactly that. Dream not really committing to too much here as they finally take down the middle tier 1 tower. 28 minutes into the game. It will crumble, but this really does just reiterate the problems they have with pushing down these towers on the side of Live to Win.
So this all started because the Ember died bottom, right? It's a 4v5 situation. Live to Win are like, it's go time, guys. Let's try to surround this mid. They get 2 picks on the supports, take the mid tower. They lose so much map control on Na'Vi now. Live to Win has an incredible hold on this map at the moment. They have to wait for this IO to come back. By the way, the IO is dead for this long because of that buyback from earlier in the game, if you remember. Yeah, so they're going to need to wait 30 more seconds before they can actually penetrate this high ground.
Radiant are scanning.
Meanwhile, the side of Na'Vi have a quickening charm. I'm a little bit surprised Ember Spirit doesn't want this. Seems like he's committed to Meanwhile, Supernova in the middle lane. They're going to try and drop them down as they get onto the Medusa. She's kind of being controlled up right now. Supernova's going to crack onto her head. They put down the load slot. The entire team just piling onto the Medusa, and they will be able to take her out. Meanwhile, Always Want to Fly also goes down on the side, but Medusa's being way too far at a base, whilst the IO was dead.
Radiant structures.
Na'Vi, they're really crumbling here. All they had to do was just wait for the IO to revive and then pair up with the Medusa, and that's it.
Iceberg, not again. Iceberg, no, he pops the BKB. Is it too late? They've got the stun out on top. Rodjer's trying to come in and help him out with the heal. He's actually turning it around. Slardar going to be the one who goes down instead. FN's got to run himself away. They don't get the kill on twice, but this time he comes through.
Yeah. That IO with that overcharge, so much attack speed for the Ember. That Imclaw Desolator doing a lot of physical damage at least. Naga, that's a real Naga.
Oh, that was a very much needed man to dodge there from Dream. He's going to try and go for the TP away, and they don't unfortunately have the spells to stop her doing that.
Yeah, if that Naga got pinned there, it could have been very scary with the Venge coming in.
Put off indeed. Instruction now found. Oh, it's on the side of Live to Win. Well, anyone can take that on their team.
Yeah. Oh, Ember with an Orb of Destruction. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be.
Minus 11 armor and a big slow applied. Oh, Slaughter is actually TP behind Navi. Wait, this could be bad for Slaughter. Do they see him? They must have seen him,
He's
right?
under wards. He's under wards. They absolutely know about this. And there comes Eels. He doesn't have his BKB for another 2 seconds. Not that it's going to matter if they chain lock him down and they will be able to take down that fishy. See you later, bud.
That damage. Incredible. And Roshan, it's up.
Oh no. They need to do something about this, and they are sending in the illusion, they are sending in the A blast, they're going to know what's going on. Is this going to be enough to scare back Navi? It's not. There is no buyback on the Slaughter. That is a problem. That is a real problem. They're going to try and do this Supernova comes in on top of them. Saneko, he needs to try and help him out here. Nothing's stopping them from killing the Supernova. It's going to go down. Bichu gets a kill. Rodjer always want to fly a fly to defend the backline. It's getting exploderized. Dream trying to play around here. Chains out coming in. Manta in response. FN and Dream just linking up with each other. Also kill a courier casually on the side. Navi holding the high ground, but FN says no, he actually comes to the TP, he snipes him! Iceberg gets wrecked, and now he comes straight back into the engagement though. He's looking for revenge. The Yules from FN, the jump away, there's so much wasted. Saneko, he does get left behind a little bit, drops down the air blast, connects him onto 4 heroes in his dying breath. FN is absolutely playing though at this point. Dream, he's thinking of doing something here on the backline. This is so risky, but they can't give away this Roshan. Emerging with the buyback, they're going to actually be able to chase him away from this pit. Vichun, he doesn't want to turn his back on Roshan, but he might not have a choice here. As Live to Win heroes coming back into the mix, they don't have their ancient apparition. Navi have everyone. It's going to be a really tense few minutes here for both these teams as we decide who gets Roshan. Looks like Navi are coming back into the pit. They've got Vichun, they've got Rodjer, they've got Always Wanna Fly.
Oh, this is such a
scary.
That was so good from Live to Win. Just even sacrificing that Phoenix to pop the Nova and delaying this Aegis. They don't have a sleep anymore though, so it's very hard to actually commit into this.
It's going low. They want to make the steal. They're coming in forward. Can they get there in time? They cannot. V2 gets the Aegis, and now we're in a really awkward position to the side of Live to Win. It looks like R5 might just get chopped down by the arrows of Juice. A blast coming through. He's going to work the cheese. Comes down from Iceberg. Keeps him alive. FN as he finally bitten off more than he can chew. He's going to get that Eagles onto himself, but unfortunately he doesn't have the spells. Will get mowed down by the Juicer. He can pop the Stone Gaze, and Merger's going to be the next target here. He's not going to survive this one either. Oh, Live to Win. They tried so hard, they got so far, but yeah, it just doesn't matter. Dream does pop the song here. Should get herself away, but that was a real close spear. Luckily, the Langer Siren does escape, but oh my god, what an absolutely catastrophic series of events for the side of Live to Win.
Yeah, they really did not want this Aegis and Cheese to go the way of Navi, especially with Iceberg having spent his buyback there, and now with the Void Spirit dead and the Phoenix dead. The Phoenix did buyback in that last fight. They feel so confident to just rocket to the high ground here. Not a problem. Iceberg got some minus armor from the tower too. Yep.
I've never in my life seen a try to split the creep wave.
I mean, they don't have any more waves, so they're not going to be able to go to this top racks anymore. They're just going to have to go back and try to kill this apparition.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Did you see that? He TP'd back in front of the creep wave. Navi stopped chasing him, and he's just like, just kidding, I'm still needling creep wave.
It's bought enough time, but he's probably going to be dead now.
Worth it.
So worth it. Yeah. Oh, he's not dead. He's fine. They gave up. They gave up.
Neko, God, wait. What are they doing here? They're TPing in with FN. They're looking for some plays. They're looking to go for something. FN's going to jump to the forward, find himself the Venge. General's even hanging around. He's got to be careful. Luckily, the silence doesn't quite clip onto him, but FN, he's got this Yules. I spoke to the neighborhood as well. Will they control up Mars is a question. Dream's going to throw out that net. They've got him locked down. Medusa is in from behind. They're going to pop the arena and try and make a fight of this one. So they go a bit too far forward. He's going to get cut down. Meanwhile, Dream actually just inside the arena. The number is dead. Uh-oh. They got a little bit too overconfident. Neko shaking his boots a little too hard, and now they're in some trouble. Afterlife, he's going for a run, he's going for a swim. Move him to the reline and try and TP himself away, but they see him, they've got the vision. Somehow they're picking him out desperately, but they won't have the lockdown to stop him getting out. But all the same, Dream dying, you know, every time that happens, it's a huge stumble for Live to Win.
Indeed, they need Dream to just constantly be pushing these lanes out, delaying Navi's pressure. And with 40 seconds being down, they can get all these lanes out, try to take these towers bottom, or maybe even go into the high ground top. I doubt they're going to go high ground top. It looks like Dusa really wants to farm out these creeps first and try to make her way to the rapier. That's what she's got planned next. And this is really good, right? You got the Io to support you.
Yeah.
You got the Mars who can protect you with the Lotus and buff you with the Solar Crest. And this Rapier Dusa. I'm not sure if Live to Win have an answer for this.
I'm not sure either. They've just lost so much in the past few minutes that this game's just completely turned on its head. What would you put it down to? The previous mistakes? Was it bad shot calling or a couple of individual misplays?
So that last engagement, I mean, it all happened because of Roshan, right? And that was because of Slaughter. The Slaughter TP'd onto the outpost where his team was like nowhere nearby to be able to help him out. And he also didn't pop his BKB when, you know, he was in danger. So he pretty much died back to back, was dead for like almost 100 seconds. Now he had all that time to like plan out this map. So when they were doing the Roshan, Live to Win just kept throwing bodies at this pit so they don't get this Aegis and cheese. But Navi did manage to kill this apparition who didn't have a buyback, and it was still a 4v5 for Live to Win. So they couldn't go back in and protect that Roche the second time around. And Navi with this second Aegis and cheese, we know what happens on second Aegis and cheese. Like a team just completely takes over the game.
Yeah. Very tactical match here, and they're actually trying to look at Medusa here. I mean, she's still got the Aegis for another 40 seconds, so not really a target they can realistically take down.
Oh, she swapped her item. She's not going for the Rapier. Going for the Butterfly. Indeed. I guess because the Aegis is running out, right? She doesn't want to really make any risky plays at the moment. But maybe for the third Roshan.
Sameko, buddy. Oh, he's actually kind of forcing the Medusa forwards. Drops down the air blast now onto V2. They might be thinking of TPing her away with Rodjer. They've still got that Aegis though, only for 10 seconds. Have to be cognizant of this Nervy. Live to Win, they might want to make that strike happen right as that timer runs out. Try and catch him off guard.
Oh, they have so many wards outside this base for Live to Win as well. Aegis is out. FN just clearing some creep waves. This is really good from FN. Dude,
oh, I love this guy. He's playing him so hard.
Yeah, he's got Spider Legs, Boots of Travels, Kaya, and Sanj. Like, he's good.
Alrighty, well, Aegis gone. Navi, though, certainly not feeling that perturbed by the fact they don't have that Aegis anymore. They still got V2 sitting at 26k gold.
Is that 3 wards outside of Live to Win's base they planted for this fight? Where's the sentries, guys? Oh no.
1 sentry, 3 wards. Let's see. Slaughter, a bit of everything right now. This might just be starting, folks. On the BKB top from the Slaughter, they get the Stone Gaze song immediately to response from the Nugget Siren just to reset. And they might be setting up here. They've got the air blast down onto the Medusa and the Io. They're going to land them heavy. Evan coming in with the stars as well. They want to bring down the Io. Trying to keep Rodjer alive. Might just do so, but no FM slides on the backline. The old Supernova comes from the front. They're not going to be able to do anything to take this down. So now they have to play defensively. They're still trying to look for something. I suppose pop Seneka. Okay. He's got a Daedalus apparently. Well, Seneka just found that one the hard way, but now he's getting run down here. He does have himself a Slider Fist. He does have himself a Chains, but unfortunately the net connects from Dream, and that's going to put an end to Iceberg. Die back from him. 120 seconds. No Ember Spirit. They didn't get the big Medusa kill, but they got just about everybody else.
Yeah, that fight was so difficult for Navi to take because of that vision that Live to Win had outside the base. They had 3x the vision. So they could see the support, they could see the Io, they could see the Venge, and it made it so easy for FN to just jump in, find that key kill onto Rodjer, and Navi just had to start backpedaling in this fight. Like, there's just no way they can stand their ground anymore. This is huge. 80 seconds for Ember.
There's going to be a lot of damage down there. V-Team's actually pretty far in the front lines, but oh no, that's it. He gets tapped out. General catches him. Oh, the first real mistake we've seen from FN here, but it's a biggie. It's completely going to stop them being able to do what they want, and now the relay forwards from V-Team. Rodjer with the TPs away from Live to Win are in. Meanwhile, Dream is playing risky. He's trying to cut some waves here. Will not be seen, but that should be okay. General though, he's looking, he's hunting. They find the Slaughter. Uh-oh, Spear comes in. V-Tune's on top. Pew, pew, pew. Taste my arrows, little fish.
Alright, Navi, they're gonna completely dominate this map. 60 more seconds on Void to revive. And if both spirits are off the board, then I think Navi are the ones who are gonna be very happy about that.
Dyer's
This
top
Void Spirit, pretty much the
barracks are
only
under
hero
attack.
who can actually get rid of Rodjer
Dyer's
in these fights.
structures are fortified.
Oh, there it
Radiant's bottom
is. 3
tower
words?
is
Oh
under
no,
attack.
he only found 1.
He only found one.
That's
That's very sad. Oh, they might find Sneko though. Sneko does pop the Ghost Scepter. Snake's gonna catch him out, slow him down. Featuring on top of him, and down goes the A. Gets off the A blast. His final words. Unfortunately, that is dead. Support has buyback at least, but they might not be able to stop these barracks from falling.
Oh, look at that attack speed.
5 seconds. Yeah, that's insane.
Dyer's top barracks.
We got Solar Crest, we got Rodjer's Overcharge. Dusa has Scotty, Butterfly, Mjolnir. All these items giving a massive amount of attack speed. Man. Dusa is just insane right now. I can't wait to see the Aegis plus the Rapier pickup for B2. I mean, not that he needs it, but it would be pretty cool, right?
You're just a Mercedes, sir. You just like watching people suffer, don't you? Watching this juicer walk up the high ground and then you have nothing to do with it.
You asked me a question earlier about Rapier, why it's become so popular. Well, I think it's just a change to the item where it gives you 100% piercing on evasion. In the past, it didn't have that special ability. It didn't have True Strike, right?
Yeah.
So it was just like raw damage, and it was just an absolutely terrible item at that point. And I think it only gave like 250 damage as well. So back then it wasn't that good of an item, but now that it pierces evasion, it's literally the best for dealing with butterflies and any small evasion talents or halberds and stuff. And it does, and it gives a lot of damage too.
Dyers are scanning.
330.
Yeah, it certainly
yeah.
does.
Oh yeah, there's also that part. Yeah.
That little factor. Nice little cherry on the cake. We've got a bit of smokes coming down. Icebergs with the invis though, right on top of their faces. He's gonna say what up to Slaughter. Slaughter might be in some trouble. Pops the BKB, the full spear comes down. Now I feel like a bit of revenge. They don't put the mask. Maybe I'll take him down. Spot comes in. Boys wanna fly once again. Let's do it. On top of Vitri, try to take it down. Abyssal Blade comes down from like a siren to stop that X from falling. The on the arena on the backside though is gonna catch out both Arclight and FN. FN still has a spell try. Makes way around the 3-1 general. Slightly with the tie. Not actually, and that's actually coming in from the Medusa. It's too much. Dream gonna pop the song and just try and TP herself away. They are bailing on this one, and they will be able to do so successfully with 3 of their heroes, but losing their Slaughter, losing their Phoenix, and losing Sneko as well as General gets on top of him, and I don't think he's going to be surviving this one somehow. Another hero goes down, they win, they just can't win these fights unless they go absolutely perfectly for them.
Oh, they can't. They're just way too far behind now. The Dusa is level 25. It's just like a lightning and ice show in the fight. The Naga Siren just like can't even stand in the fight to attack this Dusa or anybody else. So just getting constantly slowed up. Slaughter, same thing, slowed up, takes so much damage. Doesn't really have much armor either. And now they got an Aegis up. They're just gonna walk bottom, take tower, high ground. No problem for Navi anymore.
Not at all. Not at all an issue. Oh boy. They have to win. They've performed admirably. The comeback potential looks real, but unfortunately Navi, they pull it together. And now, well, this Medusa, I mean, she's got more items than she knows what to do with her. Backpack is full.
Going for a Moon Shard next. Gonna eat that up.
Casual. Yep. Just one hit the tower. Moon Shard.
I mean, at this point, B2 understands the only possible way they're losing this game is if he drops a Rapier somehow.
Yeah.
Right, so.
Oh, cool, a leveler for Vici.
Very cool.
Yeah, some more attack speed. That's what we need. Oh, a double damage for Vici. Very great.
Yeah, that's looking like a high ground now.
No, don't go for this smoke, Navi. It's not the time. Trust me, guys, it's not the time. Live to win. Might be going for a bit of a suicide smoke here. Maybe it'll pay off. Let's see. Oh god, they now spot the double damage to Medusa. Do we really want to run into this, guys? Like, I don't think we have a choice.
They need to fight. They need to fight this. They need a high ground egg that's gonna get this.
Alright, here we go. Jumper on the whip on the flank. There's not going to be any sort available. Meanwhile, there's Jumper watching the backline. Working the ball's taken out beautifully, but now V-Tune arrives and she is not messing around. Half-Life gets dropped like a rock. Meanwhile, the song is going to come down. They're going to try and pop the reset button here, Live to win. A little bit of miscommunication, it feels like, though. Sneko a little bit late to TP out of this one. He's probably going to end up losing his life. Immersion FN getting themselves away. Unfortunately, Sneko will get taken down now. The arena comes down onto Dream. Dream could be in some trouble. Doesn't actually have any illusions, though, so V-Tune's going to be able to sit here and smack the Naga Siren. She has to find back, pops it immediately. But damn, that is not how she wanted to use that. Now the tower under siege by the Medusa. She's just taking shit. Ooh, they actually have a rapier purchase from Iceberg. Okay. Interesting.
Alright.
So let's have to deal with now. Evan jumps forward, trying to find the target. He's coming to use it pretty nicely. That's not really the target they want. They want to pull back. He's going to die. He's not coming back. He's got the hemisphere somewhat locked down, but in comes Nova. The swap comes through as well. It's messing up with Dream. Iceberg so low. They can finish him off, but unfortunately it looks like Dream's going to be the one in some real trouble here. Medusa completely untouched, completely unfrontal, do whatever the hell she wants in these engagements. They try to deal with everybody except for Medusa, but they cannot do it. She is just too damn strong, and now your GP's gonna come out. Navi will win game one.